Hi everyone, Emma here. I have been busy. I haven't completed my Halloween bracelets yet because I have like about 5 of them on the go. But this is where I got with this guy. Let me see if I can kind of show you a little better. So I redid the pumpkin, and I'm trying to think. Let me grab the other one so you can see what I did initially. Oh my goodness, I need to reorganize my office. This was actually on my desk, but I couldn't see it. So this is what I had done originally, and it's nice, but I think it's a little big for a bracelet, because I would probably do some more embellishment around the side. So this would probably work nicely as a pendant on a necklace. So that's not out of the picture completely, but this is what I ended up doing. So I followed the recommendation that a bunch of you made about using smaller beads, and what I did is I glued some felt onto the back. And what that did is when I went and put my line in through the hole and put once, I did it twice on each side, and I think I followed Stephanie from Bronze Pony when she was bezeling, I think a crystal or something like that for earrings, I think. So what that did was, having the backing on, it prevented those pieces of line from falling all the way to the back. So I was able to do this part. And then once the first line of beads was done, I went ahead and glued them to the felt. And yeah, so that kind of secured them from popping to the front as well. And then once I did that, the rest of this was really easy to do the brick stitch too. So you can see. So I went ahead and did that. And then these guys used to look, I'll show you what they used to look like because I changed them as well. This is how I had them initially, and the reason I had them like this initially is Stephanie was doing earrings, and she had a crystal here, or a bead, I can't remember which, and then she had these other little crystals in this pattern for earrings. So of course that, you know, looks really nice with the two down here. So I just copied and it looked good. But then when I realized I wanted to do a bracelet and attach this all together, I thought that extra bead down here was going to be way too much. So I went ahead and took it off. I like the way it looks, but now when I look at these guys, I'm like, these guys look so amazing because it looks like it's a cross. So it really does have that kind of sugar skull Day of the Dead feel to it. But you know what? For this one, we're just going to keep it in like this. I mean, otherwise this thing would be massive on your wrist. So then once I figured out how, and I think somebody recommended I look at Susan from Turtle Soup Beads, how she strings her pieces together on like a line like this. So I went ahead and re-looked at some of her videos, because I've seen her videos, but you know, it's interesting when you're not doing it yourself, like in a certain project. It's fun to watch and you learn a lot of stuff, but for me anyway, I don't really remember it all that well. Like I might work on a project later and think, maybe I should take a look. I think somebody did this, and I go back, right? So once I went back and saw how she was stringing, I was like, oh, okay, this is going to make sense. So I went ahead. Now, because this guy's so big, I didn't want to add the full line across here because these crystals are quite big and there's already crystals here. So I thought, now I might add a line here. Like I don't like how this ends right here. And you know what? That's like so picky, right? But we'll see. I might do like a picot edge here, like a frilly, maybe, I don't know. we'll see. Right now, I think I need to get it complete. So then I added these 2 crystals on each side to hold it in. And then I'm so hooked on this bracelet. Let me show you. Sorry, that was out of focus. That's awful. I'm so hooked on this bracelet pattern. So I thought, and I love super duos, so every opportunity to use super duos, that's me. So I thought, why don't I do that pattern for the middle here? So then it's not like super chunky, but then it will also give it some structure on the edges once I attach these guys together, and I can go through it a few times. This line is super thin. And I apologize for the noise in the background. That's the fan in my laptop. It gets overheated. My laptop's kind of old, so I mean it's, I don't know, maybe 7 years old. But anyway, off topic here. So yeah, this line is really thin, which brings me to this here that I got today at the outdoor store, I guess they call it. Hunting store. It's a Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop. I guess it's both names. Anyway, they did have an 8-pound. So the stuff that I bought online was this stuff. That's not it here. This stuff here, and you see how thin it is. Everything is like super floppy. It doesn't give it much structure at all, which makes me think I might restring this on the heavy duty line. So anyway, the 8-pound looked a lot better than this, but I don't know. When I looked at this one, you could see through the package because it was in one of these, so you couldn't really open it up. You could kind of see this is a little more structure. Yeah, so I bought the 10 instead of the 8. So it is a little bit strong, so I bet you the 8 would be perfect. But, you know, who knows how long it'll take me to get through 125 yards. I did 50 yards like that, so I'm kind of hooked now, and I have some other bracelets to show you that I've already made using the stuff I bought today. So yeah, I'm just going to town here. So yeah, so this is where I've got with this. So it's time to put the other, and you know, I hadn't decided where to go with this when it comes to the clasp. So I kind of had it off to the side, and I'm just noticing now, looking at these colors, these coppers are different than those. I had to use like a copper mix and try and pick the ones that looked the best, but I don't think you'd notice that. I didn't even notice it on the screen, so never mind. I didn't say anything. So let me show you what else I've been up to. So I'm working on the white and turquoise. So I have a pattern of these guys. So this is going to be a bracelet. So I'm going to do, I hadn't decided. Yes, actually I did decide. So I think rather than alternate the colors, I think I'm going to put the colors together. So I might do something like this is the centerpiece and add some stuff to this flower. And then actually I have the stuff all laid out here. Let me grab it. So now what did okay, these are going to separate these guys, something like that, and then I'm going to embellish that middle flower like this, something like that, and then I'll have the other guys. So I'll do, I don't know, maybe I should do white in the middle because there's a blue flower, so something like this. And that's going to be the bracelet. So this will be a little more embellished. Yeah, that should look nice. And I mean, I have a ton of ideas for other. I'm thinking that I need to make a an actual sugar skull face. So it would be a woman's face with all the decorations of the sugar skull. Maybe not a woman's face, a skull, but with like the little flowers and stuff. But do it on felt and do it just total bead embroidery. I think that would be cool. Like a little more of the authentic style of that. So yeah, I better get cracking because Halloween will be gone and I'll be still working on these guys. Let me put those aside and show you what else I was up to. So, oh, I got my glasses today, and this is funny. I didn't know these are progressives, and I've had them before, and I didn't know if you can see it on the screen, but on the sides here and in the corner around the nose, there's like numbers and circles etched in, and I did a search on just a quick search online to see why those are there. It's clear that they're the markings of my measurements, but I find it kind of jarring, like I see it like it's a glare or something, but I think I've worn them all day today and I don't notice them anymore, so I'm hoping that it's just something that I will not notice. So after we went to the sporting goods store, I don't know why you know, it was weird. Okay, this is weird for, I'm not a hunter, because you can hunt here in Canada with a license, and actually I used to have a fire acquisition permit because I was applying to the police force, and that was something you could get ahead of, is to learn how to shoot and target practice and stuff like that, which you can do, right, with a permit. But anyway, when we went to the store, and of course they have people at the entrance to the store asking you to sanitize your hand and making sure everybody's got masks on, and she says, "Are you here to buy a gun?" Like, okay, I think I'm in the wrong store. Wait, I think I'm in the wrong country. Like, isn't this Canada? So a lot of people, and they have like a huge section that's like, it looks like the counters for the checkout counters, only it's a big square kind of island, and they have staff there, and then of course they've got plexiglass everywhere, and to separate the staff from the people in the store, and yeah, they have this huge section for signing up for your permits. Now, it's also not only for gun permits, but for fishing permits and stuff like that. That was weird. This is a new store for us. I mean, it's been here for maybe, it's probably 2 years now, but we've driven by it when we, like, it's in like a big, huge mall complex. We've driven by it, but I've never been in. So now I know where to buy the goods. This was, $22 Canadian, so about 25 after tax. So that's not too bad. I paid $17.55 for 50 yards in Canada. So yeah, this is a better deal. Yeah. So then we stopped at the thrift stores and we had some donations to do, and I found these guys. So I had already ordered pearls. I ended up ordering them from AliExpress, and I'll do a review when they get here. But I do have some from Scarab Beads, which are check glass pearls. I just found that the quality of them They look amazing, they feel amazing, they're heavy and nice and everything, but the edges flake. And let me see if I have one out here. I had my hands on one earlier. I'll show you those for a sec. Those are check glass, but there's... Now, where did I see that one? In here, maybe. In here? Yeah, like I said, I need to organize my stuff. My poor wife hasn't been feeling good. She thinks a sinus infection. She's like really tired and headachy and stuff, which kind of flu season, so it makes sense. Okay, so these are the ones I was saying. They are stunning. I just love them. They're beautiful. But I was not happy about... Now this one's not too bad. It's not too bad, but that stuff flakes off. Okay, there, it's flaked off on this side. This, again, this one's not too bad. But, I mean, these guys are expensive. It's like, I don't know. I don't think your stuff should be peeling like that. There's some of them that I used, I was like stunned at how bad it was. Let me, this is the one I made from following Neela's pattern, kind of. Let me see if I can get this in focus. Yeah, these beads were too big. You know, these ones here were too big, and these were too big. So this should sit like this, like a triangle or a diamond shape around, so that you see the. But so yeah, you know what? This is my very first bead weaving bracelet, so I don't want to take it apart, but I may end up taking it apart, because again, as much as I'm irritated with these beads being flaky, I just love them. Okay, there's one that's there, you can see. So yeah, to me, I know I got these on sale, but there's one that's really bad. So I love them. They're something about the pink. It's kind of like a matte pink. It's just gorgeous. So, but I hate to take it apart, because I'm like, I like to keep an example of where I started from, because it's been kind of a, I want to say a dream, but it's not a dream. It's more of like an aspiration of being able to do this, right? And I think it's so complex that there's no way I could ever do it. And I finally did it. So it's exciting to do this stuff. It's very encouraging. But here's the other ones that I got from Scarab Beads, and you can kind of see in these ones too, they're not that great. So let's see if I can. You can kind of, and I mean, you're not going to see that, but I don't know. So I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on expensive pearls, so I went ahead and ordered them from AliExpress, and there was one I wanted to show you, and I wish I knew. Oh, they're right in front of me again. Shh. these guys are gorgeous. So these are the ones from Michaels. Now let me see. I guess they're the same. I didn't, you know what? I didn't even look at these because I got them so cheap. I wasn't really thinking about it. And these were my first store-bought pearl beads. So, and I never would have thought to buy colored. Let me show you this. So yeah, this stuff flakes too. So I'm probably being too critical. But again, these were super cheap, so I wouldn't worry about it, right? But yeah, these are beautiful. I just love these. So I wish I knew where I could get these guys in all of these colors. Now I know like BB Craft and places like that sell them, but I don't know if they're as good as these. So we'll see. In the meantime, when I was at the thrift store, they had these guys. So this one was about $2 for this strand. And the awesome part of this, now I know that these are probably plastic because they're really light, but I can reuse this clasp as well. So this is a really nice clasp. It's interesting. I'm always curious to know who made these things, because like, I mean, if you look at those crimp beads, they're kind of different looking. I guess that's your tool makes those marks. Anyway, so I'm gonna wash these, and the reason I say that, these ones aren't too bad. The next strand I'm gonna show you does have dirt in between them. It's probably good anyway. And this one, you can, well, that one's, I did come across one that was flaked and chipped. So the idea with this is, oh, here it is. Yeah, so you can see how it's, oh, it's all flaky there too. So yeah, these are plastic, but that's fine. I want to use these to practice doing the bead weaving. So that's why I got these. I'm just itching to make some projects. You know what's going to happen. I'll make them with these and I'll be like, oh, it turned out so nice. I don't want to take it apart. Yeah, these feel dirty. Can you tell I'm a nurse? They feel dirty. I can see the microbes. And then the next one is, this one was $4. And this one, I was trying to figure out what this tag says. Sarah, I wonder if the screen would enlarge this enough. Look at that. Sarah 001. That's weird. So that's, I don't know what the name of this style of necklace. So this is all, and these are both 8mm. So these ones are heavy-ish. They may still be just, I don't know, maybe they're real pearls. How do I tell? I'll have to, I don't know. But yeah, there's a bit dirty and stuff. Yeah, like there. It's kind of. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to get working on these. And let me see what they have holding this on. This is interesting too. The other thing, I'm so like, oh, what's this? is the way this end piece is. Okay, this opens up, I think. Is it all? Yeah, I think this flips over. So I think this is straight, and then there's a hole there, so you string. Actually, I think I've seen somebody on YouTube stringing, doing knotting, and then they end it with one of these end pieces. So you thread this on, you put your knot, you pull it tight, and then you bend that over, and it becomes part of your clasp. And what's the other side look like? Yeah, and it has another one on the other side. Yeah, you can see the hook on there. So that's cool. Anyway, that's enough. You guys are probably like, okay, Emma, we're bored with your pearls. Moving right along. So, let's take a look at this. Oh, wait, there's one more. I'm like an infomercial. There's one more for the lovely price of... So this was $3.99, but it was 30% off. And you probably wonder, what are you buying this for? So this is plastic. I don't throw away much, so I'm sure I'll put that to some good use. Not sure what, but I bought it for these glass beads for the Santa Claus. And there's a Christmas tree and a reindeer. And I think there's and the spotted one. And I'll tell let's take this off now so you can see everything. The gingerbread cookie. And these neat spacers are like little stars. So here's the deal. My neighbor was talking to me about how crazy she is about Christmas, anything Christmas. So when I saw, and I've been wanting to make her a bracelet, so when I saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get this and make her a Christmas bracelet. So yeah, I'm gonna take this apart and put this on some new creation that she will be super happy to wear, I'm sure. So I'm so excited to do that for her. Hopefully she doesn't see this video and it'll be a surprise, but if she does, it'll still be a surprise. I'm terrible for keeping secrets. So yeah, these are beautiful. I was really excited because I wanted something different. I could go online and order Christmas beads and stuff, but I feel like it's, you know, there's so much out there that's everybody's seen it already. So that I thought was really cool. This is what I wanted to show you. So this is the back side, I think. And this is, I made with Mila last night from Mila's Beads. So I think this is the way it's supposed to be worn. And there's the clasp. I don't know if I'm... Wow, it's really kind of magnified here. Maybe I'm too close. Okay, so there is the bracelet that I made. So she made hers with rondelles, and I used 4mm polished check glass polished beads. And yeah, so it turned out pretty good. I did have a hard time. I think... So here's the thing, I was doing this in bed. You guys, I can hear you guys, you're saying, Emma, why are you doing stuff for the first time in bed? Because it's fun. I feel like I'm like, you know, when the kid with the flashlight under the sheet while the parents are like, is your light out? Go to bed. Yes, I'm asleep. And then you turn the light on. That's what it feels like. It's like, I shouldn't... Oh, did one of my beads break? No, that's from something else. Yeah, so I eventually got the pattern. I did find it was hard because see what happens is your beads end up... the way she had it, so the reason I say I don't know which side is which, the way she had it was, it almost looked like, and of course hers were round, so it almost looked like this added row here creates a circle around your bead, and that's probably the case. And because I used the fire polish, they're longer, they're not oval, so that's probably what it did it. But I like it on this side, and I've been wearing it all day. It's so beautiful and dainty and lovely. And you know, I made it with that super thin fire line, but I might try it with a thicker one. But you know what, the fact that it feels like real silver beads and chain, because it's so flippy floppy, so it's pretty kind of sweet and elegant looking. I love it, love it, love it. So yeah, I'll be making more of these. This was awesome. So what I was going to say too was, so in sections, I wasn't sure how hard to pull, and I'm noticing some of those beads are like really thick. I should have probably taken some out that were, and then some are small and round. But I wasn't sure how hard to pull on this. And you can see like gaps in here. And then this one here, I missed the mark completely. So this was the first one, and she had, when she gets it to go around, you end up, so you're following your 2 rows on each side, you end up putting 3 beads, so you work up to it. So you add 1 bead, then 2 beads, then 3 beads, then your stone, and then 3 beads, then 2, 1, and then none. You bring them together, right? And look, if you see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, when I should only have, like by then I should be down to, yeah, I really messed up. It's all kind of messed up. I think I put 3 all the way down. No, okay, I've got 2 there. So yeah, I missed putting 1 somewhere. So I thought I might go back and actually add 1 to there, but you know what? Again, it's like this was my first try on this, and it turned out pretty good. So yeah, we'll just leave it like that. So I'm going to put that one on. Back on. I've been wearing it all day. So then I went back to what I wanted to start doing initially is these tennis bracelets that I saw from Stephanie on Bronze Pony. So I think these ones are called tiny tennis bracelets. Now these clasps I feel are too big. I do want to continue with the magnetic ones, and I just found on Amazon from, let me open up my cart here. You're not going to believe, I don't know, you tell me if this is a good price, but they have 100 sets of magnetic, oh, where'd it go? Don't tell me they're out of stock. I had it in my cart and now, oh, no longer available. Darn it. I had it in my cart and I should have ordered it like an hour ago. So Panda Hall, 100 sets, 11 by 7 millimeter, mixed color oval brass magnetic clasp. Let me just show you. So, yeah. Crap. Oh well. Now I gotta find somewhere else to get it then. So, Panda Hall on Amazon, and you know what? I never thought to check either what the shipping is like on them, because most of the Panda Hall stuff is really, my lighting is, the shipping is ridiculously expensive. So, yeah, so anyway, I gotta get some smaller clasps. So if anybody knows where I can get these, I'll show you these ones here. This was the bracelet from Sue that she sent me. So beautiful. I wear it all the time with these beautiful pearls, and I love these, everything I love about this bracelet. So this one has these nice and tiny little magnets, and actually this is stronger than this one, so that's weird. And then these, if anybody knows, I'm gonna look some more for these, but these little wire guards, I have some. They're a little bigger than this, actually quite a bit bigger than this, and they're really kind of sharp and rough. So yeah, I need to get some more because I'm making a lot of these bracelets. So yeah, I made this one with these. I have no idea what these crystals are or where I bought them. I probably bought them on Amazon long ago. But yeah, I love this bracelet, this style. So pretty. So I also made this one. This one here. Yeah. And like Stephanie says too, you can stack them. So, but I like this one. It kind of looks, actually, you know what? I have a ton of those left, and I have some red. I should switch it up like a kind of Southwest style. That's what I need to do, yeah, for my next one. So there's those two, and then I did. This is the base of that bracelet. So. And these, I think, are for 7.5. So, yeah, so I made 2 of those, and then I started on the next one. So, I'll just, I don't know if anybody's interested. I mean, you can watch her video, but I can give you an idea of. So once I got started, you put 4 on, and then you go through 2, so then it flips to the side, and then you secure those 4, and then let me enlarge just a bit. Yeah, so then, oh, it helps if I have beads. Let's put a few here. These are 11 O's. Oh no, sorry, 8 O's. Yeah, they're 8 O's. So you take 2, and what I did was, let me make sure I have the right side here. So the first 2, I just did the whole strand. You know, started leaving a tail of about 6 inches and then went on from there. But then once I got going, I was thinking, well, wait a minute, if I did, and it was just by accident, I ended up running out of thread on the one side, and all I needed was 2 more rows to go. But I had a long tail, so I just took the tail, threaded it, and added the 2 rows that I needed. Then I thought, well, wait a minute, why don't I start halfway through my thread, and then once I get halfway through on the one side, turn it around and do the other side. That way you're not stringing your thread all the way through, like each time at the beginning kind of thing. So just pick up 2, go down through this one, and then I kind of push those so that they, oh, I'm in the wrong spot here, so they line up. Okay, and then you're going to go over to the one beside it and go up through the bottom and through both of these guys and pull that through and pull it tight like that. Then you're going to secure these. You can tell this is the 10-pound fire line. It's really stiff. So then you're just going to go through that one there and through this one, and you're going to secure that and pull it tight, and that is it. So you do that for, I think I ended up with 72 rows. So let's do that again so you see what I'm doing. I'm a pro now. Yeah. This is so exciting. I can't wait to learn some other stuff. It's interesting. I'm starting to kind of figure out let me move these guys so that I'm not hooking on them. Figure the patterns of weaving and stuff like that. So then, like when I was working on my sugar skull, I could figure it out. And here's one of the, like, I'm sure you guys know this, but I'm just gonna mention it for people that are new to this too. One of the things because I'm doing this while I'm watching TV, I couldn't figure out, if I wasn't paying attention, had I added the 4 or was I into securing the top 2, and I couldn't remember. Then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I just take my thread and I push it and see what happens. Is it comes out a bit. And I'm like, oh, okay, I already did that one. So now I need to add 2. If the second one came through, then I knew I need to secure those. So I'll just do 1 or 2 more. And then I think what we should do is work on the others. And I will add the turquoise and red. See how that turns out. There. So we're gonna need at least 2, because we're gonna do the clasp on the other as well. And I'm taking this needle. Oh, here's the other thing about my glasses. So I've been threading needles that I can't see, and I thought it was just that the beading needles are that small that you can't really see them. I get my glasses today, I'm like, oh my gosh, these needles actually have holes in the end you can thread. Oh man, oh crazy. Oh, I guess I'm gonna need a bunch of these. Here I am. So some of those. These are 11-O's. I'll just put those there, and let's grab one of these guys that has a long thread on it, because we're going to let's see if I can get this on here. I'm gonna add the clasp, and then I'll start the bracelet. I can't believe that I could see this now. This is crazy, crazy. Look at that. Oh, first time. Usually it's like, forget it. But this, I have to say though, this I think is a 10, number 10 needle. But I have to look through my needles, because I'm shocked at how rigid it is, and how big the hole is. So let's get a clasp here. So here's the thing I did wrong. So you're going to add 2 11-O's and 1 8-O, and then your clasp. And I'll show you what I did wrong on one of these. This guy. Actually, on both of them. So I thought she had, see, part of it's my problem is I'll listen to half of the instruction and go, okay, I got it, and pause the video. And then later on, I'm like, how come she only has 1 8-O and her thread is passing through it twice? I'm like, oh, you crazy girl. So yeah. Now, this doesn't look too bad, but I think the idea is that your thread passes through this 8-O and then through 2 sets of 11-O's. So I'm going to try and do it the way I'm supposed to. Okay, I got to go through that first. Oh boy. I went for a bike ride yesterday, so you may be able to hear it in my voice. I'm like, cannot believe at how much that affected my mood. So I think she went down 3. Let's go down 3. And we're going to go through this a few times. And I think she goes through 3 times as well. Let's see how that looks now. Oh yeah, that looks a lot slimmer, and it kind of goes along the line of oh, that's, can't believe I did that. So I'm just wondering where to put my knot here. Let's go through and do it on the second time around. I'm going to take this out while we're doing this because too much going on here. There. Let's give it some space to move around. And the needle's getting stuck on the magnet. I left the other side of the magnet to kind of help in avoiding so much magnetism. Okay, so I am going to do a knot here. I'm noticing my glasses are sliding down, so she mentioned about getting them adjusted. Do you know what? I think that's enough. So let's go and start. I think it's the other side we put them on. Yeah, my glasses are, oh, that's better. They were sliding and I couldn't see anything. Let me go through here, this. Okay, so I think I do 3 here. And then I pick up, okay, I'm going to move that out of the way so I don't get confused. And let's get these guys out. Some of these. And some of these. Okay, so we pick up an 11-0, and we'll start with a blue, and then a crystal, and another 11-0. So I don't know if I mentioned this part. As you go down 3, it's all sets of 3. So we went down the 3. So then we're gonna go in here. I think I can take this off now. It's kind of heavy. So you see what happens, and then you just pull that. Now you're going to go in through here, because you're going to set up your, in through those 3 on the other side, you're going to set your stuff up to go. That's the only thing I find, you get a lot of line at the beginning and the end because you're securing stuff. But anyway, once it's on, you don't even notice it. So then you pick up an 11-0, and I don't know if that one's going to go on. No. Some of them, the finish is a bit thick on the middle. So 11-0, and then you go through the crystal. And then you're going to pick up another 11-0. And you know what? I think I did this wrong. I should have done it the other way. So we'll fix it. You'll see what I mean. going in the wrong direction, because then you're supposed to set up for the next. So let's bring our thread. We have to go on this side. Well, maybe I did have it right. You know what I think is I'm doing it left-handed when I should have done it right-handed. There. So we'll see how it goes. That. Now we're going to do, now we're set up. We've got 3. So we went through these. We've secured everything, went through. So on this third, now it seems like you're doing a lot, but you're basically securing everything, and it's securing the whole bracelet as well. And see how this looks. So then I go through those 3. I don't know if that's going to give you, you know what I might have to do is do 2 blue and a red to give it the southwest. Right now it kind of looks, I don't know, like Christmas. I don't know. Oh boy. Let's see what we got here. Okay, and 11.0. Oh, that's the one that couldn't get through. Then through the crystal, and an 11.0, and let's get that one there, nice and tight. Those ones are kind of loose. Okay. So let's, okay, so we go over here. And then, and I apologize, I keep turning it around. It's kind of awkward with the camera. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, go through 3. Okay. I don't want to pull it too tight, and then it's weird. Okay, so an 11.0, a blue crystal, an 11.0, and then we're going to go through the 3. Pull that tight. We're going to go cross over through the 3. I have a feeling I'm doing this wrong. There is like a pattern to follow on this that sets you up for your next. And it just, this just doesn't feel like the right way. But, and you know, I mentioned that before, that I find sometimes that I have a hard time when it's a new thing. Like I'll be sitting and make like 10 bracelets, they all turn out really nice, and then I don't do it for a day and I go back and I can't remember at all the pattern. It's like, oh my gosh. So now we're going to go through those 3, and we're going to go through the next 3, and we're setting ourselves up, and I am going to add the blue this time and see if that gives us the southwest feel that I was looking for. So we need an 11.0, a crystal, and then I will go ahead and finish this on my own, and I will reveal this in the next video, just because I want to post this video and I don't no, you know what, I will finish it and come back and show it to you. I'll just pause the camera because it won't take me long to finish this. I feel like it's a little more gratifying if you get to see the end product. I might add another. Okay, so maybe this is what I need to put one in here. No, that's in the wrong side. Never mind. You know, when I come back and it's finished, I'll be like, this is what I did wrong. I do this when I'm watching TV, and then I have to like get my tablet out with the video and play the video. My wife's like, are you beating or are you watching TV with me? Watch TV, watch TV. She knows. Well, I hope she's feeling better. That sucks. We went for a walk and it just about knocked her out. Okay, I think I need to change my thread. I was kind of hoping to show you the next, once the red's in there. But, okay, something didn't feel right. Okay, so I'm not feeling this, but maybe once the red is in position, it will. Here, let's do this. I might change this, I don't know. I have so many, I should just do it and not worry about it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to continue. I'll finish this. And I'm just going to pause the camera, and when I come back, I'll show you how I got it done. And I am done. So these are the first two that I made. So there's that one. That one's, I really like that one. And then this one here. That's beautiful. So this is the one I just finished. It's growing on me. It's not exactly how I expected it to turn out, but it's kind of pretty. And I just wanted to show you, so actually you can't really tell the mistake that I made by looking at it like that, but if you bring it up close, so you're supposed to work these in sets of 3s, the beads, so that they sit on the top, so that it looks like that is a crystal inside a bezel, like a metal bezel. That's the idea of the tennis bracelet, right? So there you have a set of 3, set of 3. Now, when I started 2, because I was going to, you know, alternate, and then I thought I better put 2. Really, I should have put 2 here. And the other mistake I made was I didn't count it. So I ended with 2 spare beads, which you can't tell when you look at it. So not a big deal, but just a reminder that you do have to have multiples of 3s because you use 3 beads for each setting. So there we have it. So that's my update today and what I've been up to. Actually, I thought that I might try to do a men's bracelet like this, and because these are all silver beads, is to use these, they're called metallic hematite. So I think that might look really cool. I still don't know. I might put skulls. I have these tiny little skulls, metal skulls that would fit on this. So I'll give you an update on that. And hopefully tomorrow I should have some type of leather wrap bracelet tutorial, maybe a leather wrap with super duos. I'm itching to do another super duo bracelet. So anyway, thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye.